Hey everyone, welcome back. And I have another 86 Studio Series Transformer to review. And this is, of course, Kup. And he is 8602, as you can see there. And there he is. Now, of course, this is really kind of cool stuff here. Okay, let me pull this forward just a bit. There we go. And just taking a look at the box, there's the side. We need our 8602. We looked at 8601. There's the front. And there's the other side. And then there's the back. Alright, pretty cool stuff. And yeah, as you can see on the back, they have an insert in here. And this is the, go ahead and pull that out. And what do we got here? We've got the squid monster from the Quintesson planet. Oh, neat. Cool. Yep. And that does kind of bring to a point that, yeah, he has this little feature which you can take off his arms. So you can take off his arms there, you can take off this arm here, and then you can take this arm here, and this leg off here. That's not an arm, that's a leg. And then this one off here, and then he can just look like he's completely disassembled by that thing. You know, and then you can recreate that. However, just to let you know, after this review, I'm never going to do this again, because I think that will just really loosen these joints, and I'm not in it to, you know, set that up. Now, if you're going to set up like a little diorama or something like that, you could do that. That'd be really cool, but, you know, and look really neat. So, but I am going to restore these, and yeah, these are 5mm peg ports, and they will fit the different weapons that have that. So, you can go different ways. So, yeah. So there's the background. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, and so this is what we're dealing with. We've got Kup here. He's got a good little waist swivel here. And he's got his Energon goodie thing here. And his gun. He comes with that as well. Let's see here. How does he look from this back? He's got the little tiny backpack. He's got a nice thin profile. You know, not too much sticking out. Little tiny backpack. That's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. This is the Energon goodie thing with an Energon goodie sticking out, I guess. It really should be kind of purple. That'd be neat. Of course, you could always just color that in or paint it later if that's what you feel like doing. So I'm going to set those aside. And there he goes. And he has a pretty decent range of movement. Of course, you can swivel his arms on those pegs and those legs as a thigh rotation piece. He does have, of course, ankle tilt as well. Very cool stuff. And then he has, you know, about that much range in his elbow joints. So, and then his head, look up a little, down a little bit. Yeah, so this whole plate is actually kind of plugged in here. If you want to disengage it, you could. But I think it looks kind of good like that. Alright, so there's that. And to compare them, this is another Kup. This is a totally different one. This is from the Japanese Legends line, which would be the Titan's Return line, and he has a slightly different head sculpt, as you can see, and you can compare these two if you want. So that's a look, and yeah, and this one he's a headmaster, so, you know, and basically, yeah, there he is right there, and there's mini Kup, right? Okay. Yeah, so that's what that kind of looks like. This version of Kup right here, just to explain and compare, I don't have the Hasbro version of him, but a lot was remolded for this particular one. especially here in the arms, and then they painted it. Actually, that was the only part that was really remolded. And of course, the head is a different mold altogether. So, Yeah, I don't have his little weapons or whatever. Will he hold an energon goodie? Yep, he sure can. He sure can. Yeah, that doesn't belong to him. He holds it all right. Okay, so let me put this aside, and we're going ahead and get this guy transformed. So the first thing that I do is I go on ahead and I just make sure his head is straightened out, and then you take these arms and you unpeg them here. So there's a peg and a slot right there, and I just undo these. Pull those off to the side, get them out of the way. Now what's really interesting is if you can see this here, this little backpack, it never really tabs in. You can see there's 2 tabs and then there's 2 slots. But this does not really work in mine. That's okay. That's fine. So going ahead and just pull that back, and then I pull this back out like this and pull that out like that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out from here the wheels. So we'll just flip those out like so. And we'll just kind of put them there. Do the same thing here. There we go. Now, take his head and just kind of, you're going to kind of leave that there. The next thing you want to do is that these arms here, there's a little, if you can see it, there's a joint right here, and you got to flip this out. Let's see if we can do that. Whoops. Yeah, you just lost that. Okay, great. I don't think he's supposed to come apart that way. So let's see here. There we go. So what I mean to do is I meant to slide this over like this. If you see this here, you go from something that's more roundish on this, and then you slide it back. And I'll see if I can't do it without completely popping his shoulder out. There we go. Okay, so now it looks kind of like this. So the next thing we're going to do is up front here is I'm going to bend this all the way over like that, and then fold his legs pretty much on top of it, and then I'm going to leave that there, and then we're going to take this, actually we can continue folding along this joint here. And ultimately what I want to do is I want to get, let's move these legs out of the way just like that, because they're kind of going to stay in a position like this. Now let's move this over here, and then I'm going to fold these arms, these shoulder pads in, so that they are now underneath this part. Okay, and then the arms will wind up being kind of aligned like this. Bend them at the arms, and you can kind of put them here just to keep them out of the way. Alright, so now we've got this part, and these should fold in pretty much right there, and then these 2 tabs will go right there, and they'll snap into place like that. Okay, so this kind of popped out, but that's alright. You can just kind of put it back where it was. Now, let's work on the legs. Now, what's funny about this is that this whole panel comes down, and its sole purpose is to go that far and then peg back in. If you look on the inside here, so you're just moving it from this position here. See, there's 2 slots here. One goes straight and one's kind of at an angle. The one you want is the one that's at an angle when you're turning him into his vehicle mode. So we'll take that, put it in there, and then close it up like that. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. And there. Alright, cool. Close that up. Cool. Now we have him like this. We're going to take these panels off here. Wait, this one right here. Just lift it up, and it should be kind of pegged into here, and I'll show you what that looks like. There's a hole right there, and there's a peg that goes into it. So we're going ahead and fold this up and out and up. and do the same thing on the other side. Fold it up and out and over. Get that ready because this tab is going to go into, this tab right here is going to go into that area right there. So just get that aligned, and the same thing on this side. And then we'll go on ahead and kind of close that up. Just kind of squeeze those together like that and make sure that they're tabbed into there. And I actually have to push them in so that it looks kind of smooth like that. See that? So there we go. And then you got this here. Okay, so these should be pretty much straight on. And the last step we're going to do, well, second to last step, is I've got these two panels here and they're tabbed in right there. This tab goes into that slot. So we're going to take these, put them both down like this, and they will not only tab into each other like that, but they will also, there's little slots here in tabs, so they should fit into the sides of the feet. And then these hands, if you look, I'll just move it out of the way, there's a peg right there, and you can push that into those pegs. And the last thing you want to do is take these feet, flip them up in there, and straighten everything out, give it a once over, give it a nice little kind of squeeze. Sometimes these things don't really line up, but there you go. That is Kup in his vehicle mode. And it looks pretty good, actually. Once you get these things aligned just right so that all of this is lined up good, looks pretty good. Same here, as you can see. Looks kind of smooth here. Things tab in, at least on my copy of it. And you can see that's how he folds up on the bottom. Yeah, so looking pretty good. You can take his gun, and it has a little tab right there. You can push it into the side. Whoops, there we go. Seeing that, guys? You can push it into the side right there. It doesn't really fit on that side. That is really kind of for this thing here. So, and then he can just kind of cruise around like that. The wheels kind of roll nice. Even these internal wheels. And there he is. For comparison, here's Studio Series 8601 Jazz. There's Jazz and Kup. Looking pretty good there. So, yeah, got that there. Do you guys really want to see this? Okay, I'll do it real quick. Of course, you have to pop the head off. Open this up, take this out. These here are I haven't transformed this in a very long time. Let's see if I can break it. No, actually it goes like this and this. I think you turn, okay, you gotta fold these, but I think it goes the other way, and this slots into there, and ditto. Same thing. There, and then we take this, close that up, then pull this all the way around. Is it like that? Fold the feet in, open up this here, and this here. Whoa, hello. Open these out, make sure these are untabbed. Let's see here. Okay. Yes. I'm missing something here. Yeah, there it is. This kind of like stretches out like this. Now, I don't know if any of you have the Titans Return version of Kup. The US version is not colored like this. It's colored a lot differently. So it looks a lot, I think it's like a lot darker green. This tends to match the, oh, I see I've kind of missed this piece here. You gotta fold those arms up. Yeah, this was a Japan. I tend to collect those, and in my videos, if you continue to watch them, you'll see that I'll compare them to, if I have them available, to their Japanese counterparts. Like I said, if I have them. So, yeah, that's pretty much it right there. And yeah, you're supposed to put the headmaster in here. Which is kind of weird because Kup was never really a headmaster or anything like that. And he comes with 2 guns and things like that. Frankly, though, I think this fits the model way better than that one does. The colors aren't too bad on that. The mold is, it's okay. This is slightly better. Although this one here in this robot mode is a very interesting kind of a thing. So, anyway, thanks guys for joining me, and I'll talk to you next time.